you haven't played it before, Johnny, and you're playing it tomorrow, you're in for a treat. Get to bed early tonight and enjoy Royal County Down tomorrow, for sure. And bring a few balls.
It's the final day of the trip and it is Royal County Down Day. Weather's looking pretty good. Blue sky is not too cloudy, which is good. It's about just after 7:30, so I'm going to head over there now. Morning, sir.
Wow.
The attention to detail that they had someone out with a paintbrush dusting cobwebs off windows and painting the windowsills.
That's what we're here for. We're here for no cobwebs on the window.
It's some next level attention to detail. And how calm is it?
It's special.
Oh my
We're
God.
just getting a day of days here, aren't we? It's impressive. Like, you walk in, the mountains off over here, the old pines are kind of reaching out, and then there's a lot of chipping areas. Like, it looks like this is just a bit of like golf playground, doesn't it? And we haven't even seen a hole on the course yet. We've seen the first on the Annesley course here, I think beside us, which seems to be pretty busy this morning. We're not playing that one. We're playing the championship course. Never played it, and I can't wait.
It's the most unique place in the world. You're in for a treat. Like it's apart from here, it's my favourite place in the world to play golf. It's different. You don't get it anywhere else.
But it's got that awe. You know, you play RCD, you come off, and you go, do you know what? That was special. For me, it's a bit spiritual when I play RCD. Come off it. You've got the mountains behind you. You've got the sea. You've got the links. You've got the dunes. You've got links as it should be.
From the moment that you arrive on site at Royal County Down, you can instantly tell that it is a very special place. The history of it alone just lends to how incredible it is realistically.
As you're coming in, like there's 3 or 4 greens. It's all kind of almost like cypress or pine trees all around the place. There's a chipping green, there's a putting green. Like, it's just perfect condition at all times. And it kind of sets the tone for it. Then you get to the first, and it's straight down winds, par 5, nothing major to it, like driver 8-iron or something today. But it was a 2-club kind of a wind. Like, it doesn't make it that. It's a nice one to get off as a jump off point. A lot of and it does play very much out and back. There's nothing across in the way. Kind of a hinge maybe has a couple of cross holes in it. So whatever way the prevailing wind is on the first, you're obviously going to get it in spades in the face on the way back, which makes it incredibly tough. Like, the golf course is manicured to within an inch of his life. I've never put it on greens like that on a links course ever. I don't think it's possible to get them quicker than they were today. Genuinely, like, talk about making you look foolish. But therein lies the defense of the course.
The condition of it is just second to none, and I'm like, you've a few blind tee shots which some people don't like. I just think it's very unique. You don't get it much everywhere else.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. But once you play it more than once, you get to know where to hit it and where not to hit it. There's a few blind tee shots that are, you stand up, go, how can I even, where am I going, or where do I need to hit this? But after you play it once or twice, I think personally there's no better course.
The one thing I'd counteract from people is the blind element of it. Like, there's a couple of holes, that are completely blind. There's a few of them that you're playing to places that if you want to take a chance and hit it over the crest of a hill, go for that. But there is an option to play back to where you can see the ball. Now, as I said, there is a few that you're kind of trusting lines, but like, take out your yardage book and have a look at what the line is. It's like, as you're on these crests of hills that we're talking about that are blind, you have a path, you have a marker where they would tell you to hit it, and then you have another point. So turn your marker down, use that, and that was actually very good in saying, right. And in fairness, like, the rough wasn't too heavy, but what it is this brackeny stuff that's real tangly, like, it's kind of break your wrist kind of stuff if you go into it. But then you have to be inventive too. Like, you can't throw the ball in, like, full toss into anywhere. The greens are too fast and hard. So you're going to have to maybe bounce something in from 100, like 8 or 10 was, I actually just knocked down a punched 8-iron from 200 yards and it ran for 30 yards. That's the only way I could see to play the hole, so that's what it required, so that's what you did.
I mean, there's nothing like standing on the 9th tee at Royal County Down and you come up over the hill and all in the background is the Mourne Mountains. It's probably the most photographed hole in Irish golf.
You got brave a driver around here, God, you'd end up in a bad way on the front line. Downwind, I think you'd drive yourself into so much trouble.
I have never started and finished a single round of golf better and worse in my entire life. And I think that kind of just summarizes exactly how intricate this golf course is. The front line is spectacular and it lulls you in with like the prevailing wind being at your back for 1, 2, and 3. And then you turn and suddenly the wind that was behind your back is into your face.
Like we were talking before, as it works its way back towards, and that's kind of your first vista of that dramatic scene and backdrop. So that in itself makes that hole exceptional, because you've played away from the mountain all day to that point for the first hour, and you turn and here it is, and it's like, whoa, God, this is what people talk about.
It's always amazing to watch the ball flight of a golf ball. As you're hitting it, it goes up into the sky, and you can see this white dot sailing through the mountain in the background and then landing in the foreground on the golf course. It's a really, really nice picture to see. And I think that aspect of the golf course and the scenery really adds and lends to the overall playing experience and enjoyment. For me, 3 and 7 were just really, really enjoyable, well thought out golf holes. Like, there's not a bad hole on this course, but those two for me really jumped out as a very enjoyable playing experience for your average golfer.
Nine holes in, it's best 9 holes, I'd say, in the world, is it? Like, playable, wind is down, wind for the first few, just nice and easy to do, or to get it into the fairway. Then it's all second shots, and then as you play back into the wind, you play all the way back towards Sleep Donner behind us. This is the practice area about the first tee over there. It's stunning, windy, very windy, but absolutely class, lovely. Is it everything it's hyped to be? As in, is it the 3rd, 4th, 5th best hole course in the world? Yeah, like, I was trying to frame it against other places we've played, certainly in Ireland, from a links perspective, like, in terms of obviously it sits at an echelon that's Ballybunion, Portmarnock, Portrush, Lahinch. So they're obviously the one, and Waterville. And it sits against those. And like, how does it stack up against those? That's really stiff competition for it. But what this place has is, like, to our left and out the window, is like Sleeve Donard and the Mourne Mountains, which is this big brown, grey, dark, imposing backdrop that's set, and everything is set against that, which immediately makes it better. Genuinely, as in, you're working your way back towards, like we were working our way back towards the course, and the sun is setting over them, the shafts of light coming through that valley, down in towards the 18th. If you're playing the 9th there, I can't imagine it could have looked possibly any better a golf hole, and you would never come across a better looking golf hole in the world, because of that feature. And I think that's it. I think that plays a role.
As my round went on, personally, my game just went to crap, basically. I got onto the 9th hole, played poorly, and then just from there, it was a downward spiral of just basically forgetting how to hit all of my clubs. I was topping drivers, thinning irons, everything just that could have gone wrong did go wrong. And not that that spoils the playing experience, but it certainly makes it a lot harder to go, God, this is gorgeous, when like you're just getting the crap beaten out of you. I think that's just golf in general, that really you can get off to a fast start or a hot start and think you know what you're doing, and then very, very quickly golf just humbles you. So yeah, I'm kind of coming off the golf course probably a little bit shell-shocked at how poorly I finished. How did you place with it?
Okay, better than any time during the week. I had 75, so 4 over. So not too bad. Kind of 2 over for the front, 2 over for the back. Like was with it, and there was doubles in there. It wasn't that I was kind of hitting it all over the place. Finished with the same ball. That's the key to here, genuinely. Like not losing balls, not making doubles, like I think, or compounding errors on itself. Didn't put very well, so that kind of cost me a couple of 3 whacks here and there.
And my favourite hole at Royal County Down is actually the par 5, 18. It's just a long par 5 looking up into the mountains.
Oh, be good. Be good.
18 is an incredibly tough finisher, actually, I have to say. Like a standout by the toughness. And look, you're playing back into land that's pretty dramatic, put it that way. You're seeing the clubhouse, you're seeing the back of the Sleeve Donard Hotel, the mountains kind of rising in the background. We had shafts of light coming through the valley up in the mountains. I think that was some hole to finish on.
Overall, the event was fantastic. I mean, the 3 golf courses we played were a lot of fun.
St Patrick's Golf Club in Downpatrick was a lovely surprise, a really, really nice way to start this event. Even despite the tough weather, the course was in great condition and was a lot of fun.
Ardglass is a very, very special place. The welcome, the reception that you get, the course that you play, everything from the drive-in, the pro shop, the bar, to the course itself is just a fantastic experience. Royal County Down is a very, very special place, and I think we're just very lucky to be able to experience it.
Longest drive. Oh, look at that. Cannot tell you how good this place is. Like I knew it was going to be good, didn't think it was going to be that good.
Oh, it's the most unique place in the world.
It's kind of a hidden gem, really tight course.
You can see the RIC from every tee box, fairway and green.
You can instantly tell that it is a very special place.
It really is a treat.
4 could be one of my favourite par 4s in the whole of the country.
I have never started and finished a single round of golf better and worse in my entire life.
One of the most spectacular courses anywhere in the world.
Don't be short.